Let's talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is October the 12th, 2021. And ladies and gentlemen, I am going to rant again because people are like to complain, right? And now they complain about the matches of WWE's women's division. Oh man. They complain how long the matches they were in the first round match of the tournament. Guys, if you guys played a video game, right? If you guys played a video game, it's called a first round. So it's going to be easy. Easy peasy match. So you want Dana Brooke be in a long match with Shayna Baszler. For what? For Dana Brooke to get destroyed, to get her arm broken, all that stuff? Or you want to see the top people right away to verse each other? I don't want a long match. Why want to see Dana Brooke versus Shayna Baszler for a long match? Seriously, I would rather see Shayna Baszler versus Doudrop in a long match. That's the match that people want to see. But now you guys want to see Shayna versus Dana Brooke for a long time. Who was our other one? Shayna Baszler, Doudrop versus Natalya. That could be a long match, but it's like a video game. You're on the first level. It's easy, and then it gets harder and harder in the tournament. Because, like, seriously, really? For a random match like that, Shayna Baszler versus Dana Brooke with nothing hyped up, you want that to be a long match? You want every match to be long? I don't want every match to be long. I want matches that gets hyped up. I will be enjoying to have a long match, to show their talent, to be talented in the ring. But matches like that, random matches, I don't want to see a long match with a random match. I don't know about you guys, but you guys need to stop complaining, because AEW does the same thing. Just like at Rampage last week, I heard that Jade Cargill beat Scott Blue in a minute. You guys complaining about that? I don't think so. But you guys complain about WWE's, how they're doing their women's. AEW is no different. Impact Wrestling is no different. Because they're putting random matches to entertain you guys. To entertain every single person. So, no, it's not going to be a long match because it's a random match. It's not nothing got hyped up. Nothing's on the line. There's no one contendership. There's no championship on the line. It's just a random match to entertain people. Because they're not going to just put all the rivalry matches in one show. They're going to put some random matches. That's what every wrestling does. Random matches. Like we're going to see on Impact Wrestling, Chris Bay. I think it was Chris Bay. Versus Chris Sabin. That's a random match. He's not part of Finjuice. He's not part of the team. He's kind of part of the rivalry. But he's not in the rivalry. He's just like he's just an add-on into the rivalry, but he's not the rivalry. But you guys want to keep on complaining about it, say, "Oh, it's so short. They're not doing anything to the women's." They're actually doing something for the women's. It's just they're not going to make a long match, a pointless match, to be long. It's the first round. I would be upset. I would be really upset if it was the finals. If it was the finals, they made it so short, I would be upset. But the first two matches, I could care less if it's short. Because they're pointless. It's to advance to the tournaments. But if it's the finals, and it's two great, talented wrestlers, I would be upset if it was is going to be short. But I don't think this match in the finals is going to be short. So just calm down, because it's not a big deal. It's totally different with the WWE Divas, because they had a lot of women that couldn't wrestle. So nobody was entertained how they wrestle because they botch a lot of things. There were some wrestlers that actually could wrestle. But in the Divas thing in 2010, they couldn't wrestle. There's some wrestlers couldn't wrestle. I'm going to name one. Julian Hall. She couldn't wrestle. She's a comedy act because she couldn't sing. But she couldn't wrestle. That's why she didn't hold the Divas title so long. There's a lot of women that can't entertain the fans with wrestling, so they use comedy. That's why it was PG. Because we don't have a lot of women that could wrestle to enter the fans, so we had to use comedy. But women these days, they actually could wrestle now. That's how you're entertained. It doesn't matter how long or how short the match is. They actually could wrestle and don't botch a lot of moves, and you're entertained. Even with the men, there's high flyer matches so short because they injure themselves or hurt themselves. They miss their moves. But you guys don't complain about that, but you complain about the women's division. I'm just telling you guys the truth about the women's division now and the Divas division. A lot of people didn't like the Divas division. It's just because it's just like role models. It's like models. It's not wrestlers. They're just models. I know everybody heard this before. It's the same thing, but now we have actual wrestlers. They could wrestle. It doesn't matter if it's a 1-minute match. They could show us impressive moves and impressive talent. Not just comedy, talent. So stop complaining. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on this Monday Night Raw, we didn't get a lot of segments. We got some interviews and a tag team breakup. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got Bobby Lashley coming out. This is not the start of the show, but we got Bobby Lashley saying some words about Goldberg and his match. And he says, what kind of champion you want? The guy that wears a nice tuxedo, or an old man, wants to talk about murder. And he says Goldberg that you can't beat the Almighty, you can't hurt the Almighty, and you can't kill the Almighty. He wants to end Goldberg's career in this no-holds-barred match. I might not be entertaining this match because Goldberg, I'm sorry, boy, you were my favorite, but, dude, you're old. You can't wrestle. Why does these old guys think they can wrestle still? Oh, man. I'm happy for Goldberg that he still wants to be part of it, but I don't know about a no-holds-barred match. I'm happy for him. Like I said, even my brothers didn't like Goldberg, but I was a fan of Goldberg when he first came in 2003. But now it's 2021, and you see the matches that he had. He can't get up fast. He can't do his moves fast. He can't walk in the ring very fast. Dude, just do some legend stuff. Show one time, not in the match. Do what Hulk Hogan does. Make the fans cheer by coming out and doing his poses, but he's not in the match. I understand he has a lot of injuries that happened to him. That's why he's not in the match. But still. To start off Monday Night Raw, we have a face-to-face between Biggie and Drew McIntyre. They had some words to say about their match at Crown Jewel. A whole bunch of things I didn't really care about. I don't really care about that much of the segments, only funny ones. But ladies and gentlemen, they had some things to say. And then the Usos came out. Yeah, some reason the Usos came out. They got drafted to SmackDown. What kind of business you have for Raw? They're doing some stuff for the Tribal Chief. Because in 2 weeks, Drew McIntyre is fully on SmackDown. No more business on Raw. Nothing like that. He's officially on Raw, on SmackDown. And with Big E at November, Survivor Series is happening. So World Champion versus World Champion. Roman Reigns versus Big E. So I guess the Usos has to try and make them hurt. I don't know, I guess. So they issued a challenge. They had some words, and then they were about to leave. Biggie stopped them, but they said, how about you two versus us in the main event? And they accepted it. Even Drew McIntyre and Biggie couldn't accept the match together. To start off Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, people are happy about this. We got Xavier Woods versus Ricochet in the first round of the tournament. King of the Ring. I thought it was a pretty decent match for both of these guys, but the winner of that match was Xavier Woods. Will he win the King of the Ring? And ladies and gentlemen, they were asked, if Kofi advances to the tournament, who will win between Woods and Kingston? They didn't answer. We got Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin of the Hurt Business versus Ali and Mansoor. Well, this was a short match, and ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. And ladies and gentlemen, Mansoor was trying to help up Ali to his feet, but Ali just shoves Mansoor and says he's done. And he walks away. But in backstage, Mansoor says, I don't know what's wrong with Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali told him what's wrong with him, saying that we keep on losing and all that stuff, and he called Mansoor a loser. And when he was about to leave, and he told the interviewer guy that I'm going to talk to Mustafa Ali later, and Mustafa Ali just attacks him and says, still don't understand. And ladies and gentlemen, I guess this was on the digital exclusive. He issued a challenge to Mansoor at Crown Jewel. So we're going to see Ali versus Mansoor in Saudi Arabia. And ladies and gentlemen, that means Mansoor is going to fight in his hometown. He'd done it before a couple of times. He won a Battle Royal. He beat Cesaro a couple of times that time. I think he beat Dolph Ziggler too. So now we're going to see what this guy could do against Mustafa Ali. I think this would be an interesting match. A cruiserweight versus cruiserweight match. Pretty cool. We got Shayna Baszler. We got Shayna Baszler versus Dana Brooke. This is the match that you guys want to see that could be 20 minutes long. I know. I'm happy it was ended really quick, but Dana Brooke did have some offense. She did. She had some pinning offense. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Shayna Baszler. I think it was a pinfall. A weird pinfall. But at the end, Shayna was about to choke out Dana Brooke on the apron, but Dana Brooke got herself elevated, and she said some words. I forgot what she said, but she said some words. Uncalled for, I guess? All called for? And then Riddle did the same thing as what Randy did. He issued a challenge to Omos. And he asked Randy, what's the plan now? How are we going to outsmart Omos and AJ Styles? But Randy says, calling out Omos was a one night only thing. And he said, there is no plan. So Riddle came in the ring, and he thought there was a code. And ladies and gentlemen, when everybody was in the ring, Riddle tried to stall the match. And he said Randy now, he thought Randy was going to attack Omos. Didn't happen. And then he says, he's waiting for my cold word and then all that stuff. And then AJ Styles says he's stalling. Just ring the dang bell. And that's what they did. And Omos gets the win against Riddle with a little fun with AJ Styles. He told Omos to do a roundhouse kick onto Riddle, and he did. And then he says, do that double choke slam to end it. And AJ Styles says he's not done. He was about to do the Styles Clash until Randy Orton's music hit. I got the burps, but I can't burp. Randy Orton music hit, and they both are looking at the entranceway, but AJ was about to punch Randy behind, but Randy wasn't there. So he told Omos he might be at the behind us as well. So you go check there. I check in the entranceway, but I guess Randy Orton came from the sides, and he RKO's AJ Styles, and he just rolled out with his partner, raising up the Raw Tag Team Championships. Well, we got Austin Theory versus Jeff Hardy. Austin Theory has a problem with Jeff Hardy, I guess, and he's a fanboy. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Austin Theory. Because some reason, the 24/7 people came out to interrupt the match. They didn't make a disqualification. Reggie just jumped over Austin Theory, and then they went to the barricade. Austin Theory stopped R-Truth, says, "You know who I am." And then he was trying to punch R-Truth, but R-Truth did the splits, and then he started running over the barricade. And then looks like Jeff Hardy had to win because of the distraction. Austin Theory was distracted of the 24/7 people. Jeff Hardy was about to do the Swanton. He missed the Swanton, and then they roll up from Austin Theory. And he gets the win. And he got a selfie with Big E. Then we had Jinder Mahal versus Kofi Kingston in a match for the King of the Ring. The winner of that match was Jinder Mahal with a little help with Shanky and Veer. This could be our last 2 weeks to see these three as a team, because I believe Shanky stays on Raw because of the draft, and Jinder and Veer is heading to SmackDown. I wonder what Shanky's going to do by himself. But ladies and gentlemen, I thought it was a pretty decent match. Not bad, I guess. The winner is Jinder Mahal with a roll-up. And then we had Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks and Bianca Belaire to start off this match. It was a brawl. Charlotte was still don't want to be part of it, so she was about to leave until she got bumped outside the ring, off the apron, and then she got into it, and then they all fought outside the ring because people wanted to jump off the turnbuckle, all that stuff. And then Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville came out and says, "We're going to restart this match." And that's what they did after commercial. They restarted the match. And it turned into a tag team match, and they all fight. But they were slapping each other. They're not doing normal tags. They were slapping each other, slapping the shoulders, slapping the head. But ladies and gentlemen, Bianca Belaire had a problem with Sasha Banks, and then they start fighting. And the referee just rang the bell. He says, "I had enough." He rang the bell, and it turned into a no contest. Everybody just attacks each other. Everybody doing the finisher moves, except for Charlotte Flair. Only the people that's in the triple threat match at the Crown Jewel, they all attack each other. And the person that was the last man standing was Becky Lynch. Then we had Doudrop versus Natalya. The winner of that match was Doudrop with a upset victory. Then we had our main event. I just spit on my phone. Ew. Our main event is going to be Drew McIntyre and Big E versus the Usos. I thought it was a pretty decent match. I thought they were doing so good as a tag team until the end, when Big E slaps himself into the ring when Drew McIntyre was about to do the Claymore. But Big E slaps himself into the ring, and then one of the Usos shoves Big E, knocking Drew McIntyre off the apron. Big E was about to pin, and then he got dragged out by Drew McIntyre. They shove each other. They start punching each other. A brawl happens. They got counted out. And then, ladies and gentlemen, still a brawl until the Usos just jump outside the ring to attack both guys. And then they just flip over the announce table, but Big E and Drew McIntyre took out the Usos. And then they went into the ring and start brawling again. Big E was about to do the big ending, got reversaled, and then a Claymore by Drew McIntyre. Big matches happening on Crown Jewel. Let's see, it's getting really good. But ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT's 2.0's results. That's all from me today. That is up. Bye!